Are the Ravens done?
Whew, this is a tough question.
Yeah.
I had them playing the Bills in the AFC Championship. Bills going to the Super Bowl, winning it. Go Bills. They're not done, but they are on life support. They're on life support, and that nurse is about to pick up that phone and call the priest to come down and give you the last rites.
All your family.
Get your affairs in order. Lamar's pressing. Lamar can't do it all on his own. They can't get Derrick Henry going. They got Derrick Henry going in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Henry's been held to 50 or fewer rushing yards in 3 straight games. Then you factor in the fumbles. You factor in Lamar turning the ball over. Things are starting to mount up for the Baltimore Ravens. Injuries, subpar play, offensive line. I have major question marks about that offensive line. They have some big bodies up front, but they're not moving bodies off the line of scrimmage. Derrick Henry doesn't have these big gaping holes. I think Baltimore is set up to front run. I think Baltimore's game plan is we're going to come out, we're going to hand it to Derrick Henry 20 times. Lamar's going to pick you apart, make some plays with his feet, deliver the ball accurately, and play action pass. We're not seeing that. We're seeing a team completely in disarray. They had a bunch of guys out. They had Matabike out. They had a bunch of defenders out. And then they lose Ronnie Stanley, Roquan Smith, Wiggins, Lamar with the hamstring. The buzzards are circling. They're not dead yet, but there's the buzzards circling, and they're starting to make some phone calls.
That's coming from the guys who crowned them. They was damn near crowned. They score 40 a game.
37
a game, and they gonna do. That's coming from y'all. So coming from Lee, I don't think they done. I actually think that they battle tested. You know what I'm saying? You start the season off with the Bills, the Lions, and the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? Them your 3 L's right there. You know exactly what type of team you are. You know what I'm saying? After those 3 games. Now, you 1-3, but you look at your schedule coming up. Who you play? Who we got left on our plate? Texans, Bears, Dolphins.
Well, you missed. They got the Rams after the.
Yeah, I'm just going. No particular order. It's just on our plate.
Cherry picking.
Yeah. We got the Vikings. They solid, but you know they quarterback young. Browns, Jets. Bengals twice. Steelers. Patriots. I feel like with every team I just named, they're gonna beat them. They're gonna beat the Bengals twice. They're gonna split with the Steelers. You know what I'm saying? I like them to still come out with 10 wins, maybe 11 wins, and still compete for the division. You know what I'm saying? You got to me, that was the toughest start in the league. You got probably, even your game that was light, it was the Browns.
Yeah.
And they got a dog-ass defense. You know what I'm saying? Then you go Bills, Lions, Chiefs.
2 on the road.
2 on the road. Look, I feel like that was one of the hardest starts in the entire NFL. So I'll give them credit. Yeah, of course, they had injuries. They're going to get guys back. But one thing about the Ravens team is they deep, man. That's what they can hold their hat on. They can hang their hat on that shit. They deep. So I like them to beat the Texans, the Bears, the Dolphins, the Vikings, the Browns, the Jets. I like them to beat the Bengals twice, split with the Steelers, beat the Patriots. I think they come out with the same record as the Steelers. Probably still win the division. If they don't, they'd be the 5th or 6th seed. So I still like it.
Yeah, I don't think they done either. But like we said, we all got concerns. That defense is bad, man. That defense is bad, and what they did is, I mean, it is facts, but like Aqib said, they played the 2 teams that were in the AFC Championship last year. They played them both in their house. And what they did to Lamar which is what his Achilles heel has been, they packed the middle of the field, make throws outside the numbers. Stop the run, make Lamar make throws. And then the defense, you need help. You need your team to help you. That's what we're seeing from Philly. Offense good in the first half, nothing in the second half, but the defense was solid the whole time. Special teams helped them out. So I don't think they done mainly for the reasons he says the schedule. It's the schedule. And they got winning pedigree inside their building. The thing I love about when I was a free agent, when I left Tampa, one of the places that I almost went was Baltimore. When I went in that building, you can sense everything that's inside the building with the tradition. They had all the Hall of Famers and the top players was back, and they just know how to win. Harbaugh knows how to win, and they got a lot of vets. You know, they got injuries on defense. So I don't think it's done. They got to get Derrick Henry going. Lamar, if he is hampered by his hamstring, he just go out to sit back there and make throws now.
Ain't nothing wrong with Lamar.
Cooper Rush.
I agree with you. I think he.
Ain't nothing wrong with Lamar.
I don't want to speculate, but I'm on y'all side of the fence. I think Lamar just was like, yeah, I'm done.
I've had enough today.
I think he's fine, but no, they not done. I still believe they can make the playoffs, but defensively, man, they don't have a shot if they don't fix their defense. They don't, and I thought this was going to be one of the best defenses in football.
God. They finished that game down 7 defensive starters.
Right.
It was just hard to watch.
Yeah, they got to get healthy, man. It wasn't what I thought. The game we watched a Sunday night is what I thought I was about to watch with that game.
Right.
It was swapped. The game
tapped
was,
that ass.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen. And to the Chiefs' point, man, Aqib was saying it's the Chiefs. And for my basis of grading, the same way I feel about Jalen Hurts and Ty Bowles, they got their number. But more so, you insert one person in that Chiefs offense. When Xavier Worthy came back, it opened everything up.
Hell yeah.
And as long as 15 is there and Big Red is there, this Chiefs team is going to be scary. And Rasheed Rice is not even back.
And they're getting Rasheed Rice.
So it's not like...
So everybody back on the Chiefs bandwagon now, right?
The
Richie, Gerald.
dynasty's not over.
Dynasty not over, right? Okay, all right, here we go.
No,
Here we go.
I never said that the Chiefs was out of it. 1-3. This is the Chiefs we talking about. Them start 1 like that. I never was concerned about that. It was this particular game. But shoot, they got beat on yesterday. So
okay, if you tell me that all 7 of those defensive starters can't come back this year, which I have no idea about what's going to happen to their injuries, but if you tell me they can't come back, they're done because that's just too many bodies of high quality and high character. And I love the Ravens and I love Ozzie Newsome and I believe in their culture and play like a Raven. I just believe that they embody that. Lamar embodies that. But you can't lose 7 starters and lose Ronnie Stanley, and that's going to happen. It's going to be 37-20. That's okay. So now I step back and I look at the Ravens for this year. So what have we seen? They're up 40-25 at Buffalo after 3 quarters on opening. Was it Sunday night or I think it was Sunday night, right?
Yep.
Okay, 40-25, and you know what happened? They beat Cleveland 41-17. They're legit on defense, and they had some special teams, turnovers, all that. Okay, I give you, but 41-17 was pretty impressive to me for a division game. They're up 21-14 on Detroit at home in the 3rd quarter. So you got it. Again, Detroit played lights out, played about as solid a football game as you can play, where you made every play down the stretch. I give it up to Detroit. Now it looks like, and that was your pick, it looked like they finally caught fire after they got punched in the mouth and knocked on their ass in the opening at Green Bay. Okay, and then yesterday, Lamar goes, 70 yards in 9 plays to start that game at Kansas City yesterday, and they go score, and it's 7-0. He hits Justice Hill, 11 yards, touchdown, and then after that, there was no justice for Baltimore because they get no break. The guys are just dropping like flies. And when you take all those starters out, Patrick's going to have a field day. And Worthy changed life. He did. And all of a sudden, Tyquan Thornton looks like Worthy. You know, now he's got 2. And Rashee Rice is coming back. And then you're going to have 3. And then you'll be back in the saddle. But I'm with you when I look at the schedule. I'm just looking at the next. They got 2 home games against the Texans, who did sort of bounce back to life yesterday.
Good.
For what it's and they do have a legit defense. Baltimore has to figure out how to beat the Texans because there's only one team in the history of the league. It was the 1978 Bum Phillips Houston Oilers that made the playoffs off 1-4. So if you lose at home to the Texans, the odds are so stacked against you to do what you're talking about, even though the schedule screams yes, yes, yes. Okay, then they got another home game against the Rams after a 5-hour flight, right? So can you figure out how to win those 2 games? Because then you get a bye week and maybe everybody starts to come back, quote unquote, healthy, right? And then you're back in business because Joe Burrow ain't there anymore. That changed the whole division. Without you love Joe Burrow, I love Joe Burrow, but you know, that just changed everybody's life because all of a sudden Aaron Rodgers is saying, we got a shot here, man. You know, maybe we can do this.
Yeah.
And Baltimore is saying, well, if there's no Joe Burrow, can we go WW on those 2 games? Can we just mark those down as wins? It looks like it right now. So it's hard to write them off unless they go home and lose to the Texans because Lamar can't go. What if it is Cooper Rush, you know? And I like Cooper Rush, but what if you lose that game? 1-4, I don't know if you can pick yourself up off the mat at 1.
If they go 1-4, I change what I said here.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think they shake back at home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Harbaugh, he know how to get them guys.
He does.
And shit, you lost 7 starters on defense. Well, maybe it's a good thing because this defense been giving up damn 35 points a game anyway.
Yeah.
We need a damn change. You know what
right.
I'm saying? We need some new energy in here.
Yeah, that's
some fresh
true.
bodies. You know what I'm saying? So maybe these guys will lock in, do their job a little bit better, and maybe you give up 23 points this week, and then you go out and still score 30.
Yep.
So the defense wasn't playing that damn good anyway. You know what I'm saying? But I could see them going against lesser opponents and getting it going. Pittsburgh defense started off slow. And you look at them now, right?
Yeah.
They're cooking right now. So we
There's
seen it.
some different players over there, though.
I mean, but we seen it happen before. I mean, you got Matabuke, you got you got good players on the Baltimore defense too.
Oh,
Damn
boy.
good players
Yeah.
on Baltimore. Humphrey, bro, you got
Roquan.
yeah, Roquan.
Roquan,
You got
yeah,
damn
good
good
player.
players on Baltimore defense, but
Yeah.
for whatever reason, they just not clicking right now.
Wiggins is a really good player.
Wiggins is a good
great
young
player,
corner,
yeah.
man.
Humphrey's good.
You gotta get a Woozy ass out of there. I don't really like him at corner.
Former Cowboy.
Hey,
Right.
I ain't like him when he was in Dallas.
I didn't either.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you got some work to do on defense, but against lesser opponents,
Yeah.
I feel like they'll shake back. I don't know. I'm not saying it's going to end well Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Them football guys still on their ass.
Yeah.
They going to stay on their ass. It's going to look a little bit better. They're going to tease you. Then they'll be back.
Raven's going to Raven.
They're going to Raven again. They're going to give you 10. They're going to give you an 8-game win streak, right? Just so you can, oh, yeah, we back. Then they're going to remind Lamar that, hey, your ass won at this offseason, so they're going to start Raven again.
Yeah, you love that.
Telling you, that shit real, Kenzie.
I think the biggest thing is when we tee up Baltimore every week. They're bigger, they're more physical, they're more sound, they play special teams, all these things. And I think the Detroit game was an eye-opening experience because Detroit went in there and bodied them up.
They did.
They had Sonic and Hedgehog going nuts. David Montgomery ran possessed. And I think that's where I'm starting to doubt them. Are they big? Are they physical? Are they physical enough in the trenches on offense? Defensively, they're missing a bunch of ponies up front, right?
Yeah.
Can they recapture their edge, which is being bigger, more physical, grind you up in the run game, and play defense? Keith said it last week, their defense has given up a ton of points. That's where they usually hang their hat. Playing suffocating defense, put pressure on the quarterback, and let Lamar do his thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what, I mean, we seen it with Pittsburgh. They had kind of the same formula, except Lamar has been good at quarterback. So, yeah, I think we are. They not done.
Okay, looks like we got some hope
Little hope.
in the arena. A little hope for the Ravens. Okay, now let's move on to a little.